Page 5, Piano Man. Now, we have a sort of another jam session going on here. Can be. Because there's a line of music at the bottom for another person to play along with you, like a duet. And that can be fun. If you got somebody around who plays piano, have them play that bottom line while you play this Piano Man thing. Now, in this video, I will eventually play that for you. It'll be later on, it'll be under duet. Let's tear this apart and kind of put the pieces back together. We'll start with the right hand. Forget the rhythm for a moment. Let's just get the notes first. We're starting out with a 1 and 3 on the C and the E. And then you have a C and an F there. It's 1 and 4, that's fine. Second measure, you're starting out there, and then the eighth notes, D sharp. That second D is also D sharp. Remember, the accidental applies for the rest of the measure. Yeah, okay. And then the rest of that line is okay. Let's go down to the second line. A measure 7. By the way, you see the little 5 in the square, the box at the beginning of the second line? That's a measure number. That allows me to refer to measure numbers rather than line and so many measures over. So if I say measure 7, you got to go to measure 5 and count over to 7, but that's okay. You do it all the time. So you're up here on measure 7. That's no big deal. Then the last measure. They're saying third finger on the D sharp because you have a D natural coming up and you use second finger on that. That's okay. But you've used second finger on D sharp throughout here, and you can, if you want, use second finger on D sharp here too. Because the second finger can play both keys. It's up to you which you use. It's repeated. Maybe one time you finger it one way and the other time you'll finger it another, just for kicks and giggles. So, left hand. You're starting out with the C and the G. Then you have later on a C and an A. Now, I want to challenge you just a little bit. Now, if you're struggling, forget this. But if you're getting this pretty good, there is many times in piano playing and blues, boogie woogie, jazz, whatever, where you're going to get this pattern, something like that. I have found it easier, especially when the music gets fast, if you will use a 2 on the G. So it's a 5-2 and then a 5-1 for the CA. So you're alternating here. And I would encourage you to do that here. When you see this CG and you have a CA in the same measure, use 5-2. So it's the first measure, the third measure, the fifth measure, and that's it. So then we get the rhythm. Now you can do the rhythm one hand at a time, but because the hands are playing very similar rhythms, I'm going to do them together here. Like at the beginning, 4/4 times, so a quarter note gets a count. We're starting here. So it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's a little tricky because the left hand is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and what the right hand is doing different. 1 and 2 and. See, the left hand comes up on 2 because it's got a rest, but the right hand stays down, and then on the half of 2 it plays that C, and then the left hand plays it. And then the left hand comes up when the right hand plays that last note. So you got to coordinate the hands together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then you got that same thing. In the last measure, the first line, the right hand holds it for one count and then it's done. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And yes, that last F in the left hand is an F sharp because of the previous sharp still applies. And then the second line is similar to that first line. You'll get it. I got faith in you. Now you see the dynamics, MF-P. So that tells you you're going to play it more than once. So you got 2 dynamics. And sure enough, there is a repeat sign at the end. So yeah, first time you're going to play it MF, or medium loud, and the second time you're going to play it soft. That's the melody. The melody is the right hand. It's actually the top note in the right hand. But if you can't bring out one note when you're playing multiple notes, don't worry about it. Just bring out the right hand. See, if I play them all the same, it comes out this way. we want to hear the melody. So we play the melody a little louder than the other. Etc. So if you can. Now if you're struggling with it, don't worry about it. We'll get it later. As you improve, you will be able to do things like this more easily. I'm just challenging those of you who are watching this video who are getting it, do it if you can. So let's try this out really slowly. And we're going to check notes and rhythms. I'm not going to do the dynamics. You do the dynamics. I'm just going to play it because you want to check, make sure you got all the right notes and rhythms. They're getting tricky. So the right hand is here, left hand's here. I'll give us 4 counts. 1 and 2 and ready and go and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3. Repeat. 1 and 2. 2. 2. Rest. I'd like to do that jamming session for you. So what I'm going to do is play that bottom line just like it's written, and you play what you just played, and we'll have a duet, and you'll get to hear it and see what it sounds like. Could be fun, who knows. But since our rhythms are different, notes are different, you got to just concentrate on what you're doing, but you still got to listen to what I'm doing to keep us together. I'll give us 4 counts. I'm going to speed it up a little bit because it says with a good beat. I don't know how fast that is. You decide what is that. How fast do you want to play it? It's up to you. So we're going to take it about, I got the metronome set on 70, and that's how fast I'm going to go here. It could go a lot faster than this, but this is okay. So go ahead and put your hands where they go, here. And I'll give us 4 counts. Let's begin. 1, 2, ready and go. And 1 and